from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the UNLV Rebels. Restate the state, Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the UNLV head coach before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside, it's Bernard. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch and knock down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Wants to keep it in the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon. Eagle.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burnett. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Burnett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UNLV. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to run for it. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide, and with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll knock him down.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
UNLV 14, Florida Atlantic 0.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Henry. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes a grab for a big play. Got a lot of room to the right. He is in. Touchdown Owls.
And that that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And right down the middle.
UNLV 14, Florida Atlantic 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Orji. Using his feet to buy time. Caught over the middle, it's Burnett. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're...
Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Vegas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking long. Makes a grab deep. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
And it's the Hoosiers, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Here comes the heat. Oh, he makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go right back downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Quarterback may change this route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback now breaking the field. On his feet at the 40. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now...
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Owls. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Orji. Moves around to clear up the vision. He breaks a tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
Red 18! Red 18!
Whistle sounds, but they got the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Eagle!
Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Garcia. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And the drive has been really, really solid, and we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions, got to make sure we're...
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're coming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for it all. Touchdown, Owls! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through, man. He might have some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Snap it to the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal.